It's me again, wearing the same outfit I did in the last video, because I decided that filming all of these in one day would be a smart idea. I am here with my second TBR for the second readathon I will be doing in the month of March, and it is appropriately the Sequelathon. Sequelathon? How do you even pronounce that? Anyway, this one is going to push me, because while it is only 3 prompts over 10 days, I picked some big books, so I'm iffy. And right out of the gate, it pushed me. So the first one we have here is read the sequel you've been putting off the longest, and that would be The Price of Valor by Django Wexler. I have loved the first 2 books in this series. I don't know why it has a bookmark in it. I haven't actually finished this. The first 2 were fantastic. Really put off this one. I think I started reading it a while ago, got like 100 pages in and kind of gave up. As you can see, it's a little bit of a bigger boy. Also, Django Wexler likes a lot of things to happen in his books. In the first book, there's like an entire military campaign, and like people die and things happen and forces fall, and it just gets more from there. So a lot happens, and you really have to be prepared for a lot of plot. This is over 600 pages, while it is mass market paperback size. But there's characters I love, and I'm not sure that all of them are going to live, because there's yet again war, and I'm really nervous. So my wimpy self was like, I'm just going to put it off. Technically, there's other books that I've been putting off longer, but this is the one where like I've actively wanted to read it, but / didn't read it, because I wasn't prepared, and so I'm preparing myself for the pain. I think I can do it. Next up on the prompts are continue with the series you read last year, and for that, I went with one of my favorites, Starseer by Lindsay Broker, or Starseers rather. This is the 3rd in her sci-fi series. It's a space opera. I love me a space opera. Basically, I can't really say a lot because a lot of the plot of this book is dependent on plot twists from other books, but it follows Captain Elisa Marchenko as she is searching for her daughter. Essentially, the daughter she lost when she went off to war. There's maybe more of a slow burn romance. I'm hopeful. But the last 2 books have been fantastic. I love when the pilot of the starship is zooming through the meteors trying to get away from space pirates. Like, that's my thing. I love it. So I'm really excited for this. It's also shortish. Like, I think these are usually under 200 pages, but like, the series is really long. Like, I keep seeing all of the other titles whenever I like click on my Kindle. So I'm really excited to get another part in. I love Lindsay Broker. She's one of my favorite indie authors, maybe favorite author in general. I still have never read any of her fantasy stuff. She's supposed to be more prolifically known for her fantasy, but me, I love her sci-fi. But I'm expecting more drama, more chases, more fights with cyborgs. Only now, maybe more fights with Starseers. Starseers are like the mental ninjas of the world that can like get in your head. So there's a whole new element to this book, and I'm really looking forward to it. And last up is finish a series. Now this one was difficult because I DNF series really easily. Like, if I'm not feeling it, if, you know, the first book was a 4, but the second book was a 3, and the third book is a 3, I'm done. I'm only in it if they can maintain at least a 4-star status. So I actually picked the second in the trilogy to read last month. And if you watched my February wrap-up, you know that I struggled with it because it was such a honker and I wasn't expecting it to be as plotty as it was. But I'm really happy I did that because it had a brilliant plot twist at the end that perfectly set up the third, and that is Eagle and Empire by Alan Smale. This is an alternative history in which the Roman Empire did not fall to the Huns. However, they are still fighting them. This involves what they call Nova Hesperia, aka North America. Instead of European colonists, it's Roman centurions come. The plot is fantastic. I'm so excited for this one. But it's based on a major reveal from the second book, so I can't tell you. But I'm really excited. Alan Smale fills a lot of extra stuff in the books to the extent where I knew, or I thought I knew going into it, what the setup for the book would be. You know, we set up the big bad overarching nemesis in the first book, and then we'll face it in the third book. But no, we don't. It's a totally new nemesis that you didn't see coming, and I love it. But again, like Django Wexler, Alan Smith fits a lot of plot in his books. Major characters die, and it changes, and it doesn't quite go where you think it's going to. I do love how the native tribes are treated in this. They are not barbarians that need the help of the Romans. They don't even really like the Romans. The Romans are forced to work with them. They still hold their own culture and all of that, and they kick Roman ass a lot of the time, which is great. I love the main character, Gaius Marcellinus, or Marcellinus Gaius, Roman names. He is very much aware of how he is still the outsider, even though he has basically joined the Kokian tribe. They call him Wanagiska, which in their language just means white man, which I love that that's what they just call him. They just call him white man. I love this series. I am excited to actually finish a trilogy. Maybe that's what I should stick to. Maybe I should stick to trilogies. Maybe those are easier for me. But again, we're talking a honker, over 500 pages, although not as big as the second book. So I think I can do it. I'm really excited for it. But again, that's 2 major books. That is like, I think altogether these are give or take about 13,000 pages to be read in 10 days. So that reading vlog could be interesting. Check in on that one. And the last prompt is one that I loved because it's adorable. In every good sequel, you need a cool secondary title. And the prompt is to come up with one. So you'll see that the one I came up with, if you look in the title, is REMIX'D, but like with the, not an ED, but like the apostrophe D, because that's cooler. But I got bored, so I came up with some others. Let's see here. Sequelathon TBR, The Revengeance. Revenge of the Slump. In Space, exclamation point. Return of the Audiobook. Fellowship of the Plot. And Goodreads Strikes Back. I got bored, so I just kept coming up with them. That was super fun, but I'm really excited for this one. I really do want to read Price of Valor, even though I've been putting it off for 8 months now. But I feel like having that push of doing it as a readathon with reading vlogs will be a huge help. So if you are interested in doing this, please let me know. Also let me know what weird sequel names you came up with for your own TBR. I'll probably be looking around the booktubes to find some. But with nothing else to say, I hope you have a wonderful day and a marvelous tomorrow.